Patrick Mahomes has already won 2 Super Bowls and 2 MVPs, but he's been surrounded by all-pro talent like Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, the list goes on. This video is sponsored by the EA Creator Network on an early access build of the game, so everything you see is subject to change. Shout out to EA for letting me capture this footage for you guys. We're trading him to the Cardinals, who are the lowest rated overall team in Madden 24, and we're gonna see if he's able to bring home the Lombardi Trophy to Arizona. After going down 3-0, Mahomes came out firing with an 87-yard touchdown pass to Hollywood Brown. But he does find a receiver open for the first down who breaks a tackle. He could go all the way. That's Hollywood Brown. Oh my gosh, on their first drive, first set of downs, 3rd and 13. Then after the Cardinals defense intercepts Jacoby Brissett, Brissett throws an interception on their second drive. Mahomes leads the Cardinals down the field, but settles for a field goal to take a 6-point lead. Mahomes battles even more, putting this awful Cardinals roster on his back with a big completion to Zach Ertz, and then follows up with a game-securing touchdown to Zach Pascal. Mahomes, the touchdown! At this point, I'm wondering, can just Patrick Mahomes make enough of a difference to carry this terrible Cardinals team to a Super Bowl? But then after simming through the rest of the season, the Cardinals ended up under 500 with an 8-9 record. However, this was just enough to secure a playoff spot in the wild card round against the Saints. So Mahomes packed up the team in his bag, threw him over his shoulder, and headed down to the Superdome. After both teams start with a miserable 3-and-out, the Saints end up converting a huge 3rd down to their tight end and settle for a field goal to take a 3-0 lead. The Cardinals are forced to punt on their next drive, but luckily the Saints missed a near 67-yard field goal attempt, keeping the Cardinals in contention. So when Derek Carr throws a huge interception, Derek Carr throws the interception, giving the ball back to Patrick Mahomes, something you never want to do in the playoffs. Mahomes does what Mahomes does best and finds Rondale Moore for a 54-yard touchdown, taking the lead 7-3. Touchdown! The Cardinals, they take the 7-3 lead. Then it was the defense's turn to step up to the plate. Derek Carr fumbles the ball, and the Cardinals recover it. They're back on offense. They're in complete control of this game now. Mahomes will find tight end Zach Ertz for another touchdown, securing a playoff victory by a score of 21-3. And now I'm truly in disbelief. I mean, just look at the talent around him. The second best player on the team is a defensive player, Budda Baker, and the offensive line is a heaping pile of crap. But as we've seen in real life, this is what Mahomes does. Maybe he is truly that good. That was until Mahomes and team headed to Dallas to take on the Cowboys in the divisional round. Dak converted early with a huge 55-yard touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. Prescott goes deep. He's got him. Touchdown, Cowboys. They take a 7-0 lead. And when Mahomes and crew start threatening, his offensive line gives out and he's sacked out of field goal range, yielding them 0 points. The Cowboys were able to get another field goal, answered by more offensive woes when Mahomes' Cardinals have to settle for one themselves just to keep themselves in the game. But once Dak threw a pick in the end zone, the momentum started to shift. Dak Prescott keeps the Cardinals alive as Mahomes immediately led his team on a 9-play clutch touchdown drive, ending with a touchdown pass to Greg Dortch that ties up the game at 10. We might be going to overtime. Greg Dortch with the touchdown reception. And once the Cardinals got the ball back, all that momentum suddenly vanished. Mahomes throws a pick. On 2nd and 10, Trevon Diggs intercepts him. A heartbreaking late-game interception in combination with a defense that couldn't stop even a college-level offense resulted in a game-winning field goal for the Cowboys. It's good. The Cowboys have won it, upsetting the Cardinals, sending Mahomes and the toddlers he's playing with home packing with their tails between their legs. But at the end of the day, Mahomes did everything he could to take the sorry excuse of a Cardinals roster to the promised land, but the problem is pretty easy to identify. Luckily, we're here to get him some help. Behind these 8 boxes, we have 8 players that we can add to the Cardinals roster to help out Mahomes. Mahomes was repping number 8, so we're going to go behind door number 8 and see who we get. Myles Garrett. This will for sure help out their defense that finished 30th. This is a massive upgrade, taking 99 overall Myles Garrett instead of Rashard Lawrence on the outside. Taking on division rival 49ers was a big opportunity for the Cardinals to make a statement about this next season. And what better defensive player is there to put pressure on a young, inexperienced quarterback in Trey Lance than Myles Garrett? Lance takes an early sack on the 49ers' first drive, leading to a Mahomes bomb. Mahomes going deep, just 2nd and 3. He's got a man. That's Hollywood Brown over the defense. They take the top off. But unfortunately, the Cardinals still can't convert in the red zone and end up settling for a field goal to go up 3-0. But when the 49ers get greedy on a 4th down and don't convert, Mahomes is able to make them pay with a beautiful touchdown pass to Pascal. Man, he's got him. He hangs on. 10-0 lead for the Cardinals in the second. But divisional games are never easy, as the 49ers are able to get on the board with a field goal, keeping it a one-score game. Mahomes answers with a clutch pass to tight end Zach Ertz, and after settling for yet another field goal and going up 2 scores, a fumble from Trey Lance on the 1-yard line secures the W for the Mahomes-led Cardinals. After slipping to the playoffs, the Cardinals end the season with a 10-7 record and have a tough game against the Panthers in the wild card round. But they've gotten past here once, so with the addition of a new defensive star, this should be a cakewalk. Shouldn't it? Nope. They got KO'd in the first round by the Panthers, 28-21. Myles Garrett was a great addition to the defense, but it's just not enough to help Patrick Mahomes carry this team to a Super Bowl. It's clear that Mahomes needs more help. I mean, he won the NFL MVP, but the Cardinals didn't even make it past the wild card round. I think it's time we make some more additions. We're actually going to add 2 players to this team, so we already went with door number 8. Let's go see what's behind door number 1 here. George Kittle! So he's going to replace Zach Ertz as a great tight end option to throw to. And just for the heck of it, let's also check door number 6, which is going to be Rodney Hudson. He's got some better offensive linemen to play with here. After submitting the playoffs, it was clear how impactful our new players were. Mahomes threw for an astounding 5,500 yards and 50 touchdowns. And 15 of those touchdowns were to George Kittle, who was an 1,000-yard receiver along with 3 actual receivers. An insanely good offensive performance. Myles Garrett broke a record with an astounding 27.5 sacks. The year-to-year turnaround is absolutely crazy. This time they'll be taking the 49ers on in the divisional round in their home turf of Arizona. On the Cardinals' first drive, Mahomes immediately finds his new favorite target, George Kittle, on a pass over the middle, but after throwing the ball away on 3rd and 11, the Cardinals' field goal problems continue as they settle for 3 yet again. And Trey Lance remembers their regular season loss last year and is on a mission for revenge when he finds Brandon Ayuk on a 3rd and 9 for a huge touchdown. Ayuk's got the Jets, the Burners, to the 15-5 and touchdown. To make matters worse, the Cardinals fumble the kickoff return, which leads to another Ayuk receiving touchdown. And Lance finds Ayuk for another touchdown, a quick 14-3 swing. At this point, Mahomes and the Cardinals could never really find their stride to come back, resulting in a disappointing 14-6 early exit yet again from the playoffs. Despite Mahomes winning NFL MVP, Gannon winning Coach of the Year, and Myles Garrett winning Defensive Player of the Year, the Cardinals couldn't come up with a victory when it mattered most. So clearly we still need to get him more help. We've still got a running back, some wide receivers, and a few defensive players to help out. So let's see who we can get behind door number 3. It's gonna be Jair Alexander. That's huge, man. They need a cornerback so bad. And since we're entering our 4th season, let's go with one more player here. We got to check box number 4. Stephon Diggs, a massive wide receiver contribution. Now that we're heading into season 4, it's a good time to mention that I only have 5 seasons to complete this challenge with Mahomes. And if we're unable to do so, I'm giving away a deluxe edition copy of Madden 24 to someone down in the comments below. After securing the first round bye, Mahomes and his newly signed teammates are able to scrape by the Lions, defeating them in the divisional round 28-21. And now it's time for revenge against the Cowboys, who had knocked Mahomes out just a few years ago. But this time, they'll get to take them on in Arizona on their home turf. The Cardinals defense starts off strong with an Isaiah Simmons interception. He throws a pick to Isaiah Simmons. Dak Prescott picked off on their first drive, leading to 3 points yet again for the Cardinals down the field after Mahomes completes a big 2nd and 18. And then Jair makes his name known with a big pass breakup on 2nd and 10, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to stop the Cowboys as Brandon Cooks finds the end zone, taking a 7-3 lead. After Stephon Diggs makes 4 receptions in a row, Mahomes is able to find George Kittle, his favorite target, in the end zone to take the lead 10-7. Easy touchdown, but Mahomes knows that a 3-point lead won't finish this game. There's way more work to be done. And it didn't take long because Dak converts a big 3rd and 5, and then the Cowboys rush in for the go-ahead touchdown, putting them up 14-10. Now, Mahomes has 2 Super Bowl trophies for a reason. He's clutch, and he shows it here with an 80-yard touchdown pass to, you guessed it, George Kittle. Mahomes has George Kittle. He breaks a tackle down the sideline. George Kittle, it's a foot race to the 10, 5, touchdown! The Cardinals take a 17-14 lead. So now it's time for Myles Garrett, Jair Alexander, and the rest of this defense to step up. Dak is barely able to avoid a sack and throws for a first down, keeping the Cowboys' hopes alive. Then he finds Brandon Cooks, who gets to the 2-yard line, setting up an easy go-ahead score. But Mahomes led them down the field once, so can he do it again? They only have 2 timeouts because they challenged a play earlier in the game. He's going deep. Nope. and it's picked off by Trevon Diggs. The 3 doors left. We're on season 5. We've got to go with door number 5. Let's make it happen here. Dalvin Cook, he got a running back. Finally, he got a running back. James Conner was not getting it done. Maybe this will be the tipping point for them, even though the league devalues running backs now like crazy. With our new lineup, powerhouses on both offense and defense, there's just no way Mahomes isn't hoisting a Lombardi trophy at the end of this season, right? Right? To nobody's surprise, Mahomes led his team to a dominant regular season. The Cards won their division and got a bye in the wild card round and stomped the Bucs in the divisional round. So it was on to the NFC Championship against none other than Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. This game was back and forth until Mahomes found himself on a money drive with 50 seconds left on the clock. It's 1st and 10. He's got to score a touchdown here just like last year. Gets the ball to Dalvin Cook. That's their new addition. They use their second timeout. My heart is racing. A deluxe edition of Madden 24 is on the line. Finds Dalvin again, but he drops it. It's a big 3rd and 3. Lead this misery of a team to victory. He's got him on the outside. That's a 1st down. They're on the 3-yard line. You got to find a way to get in the end zone. Look for Dalvin Cook. Look for Dalvin Cook. He's got him in the back. Touchdown, Patrick Mahomes. Ice in his veins. Finally in the Super Bowl. Our last chance to make something happen, and the nerves start to show when Mahomes starts off the game throwing an interception on his first passing attempt. This might be a pick 6 almost, down to the 5 for the Chargers, which then turns into an easy Eckler touchdown run, putting the Chargers up 7-0. Mahomes bounces back on a second drive with 2 nice passes, first to Diggs and then to Kittle for a 1st down, and the Cardinals are able to capitalize with their newest addition, Dalvin Cook, on an easy touchdown run up the middle to tie the game. After stopping the Chargers, Mahomes makes another crucial mistake and throws an interception with 56 seconds left in the half. Oh no, he gives the Chargers a chance to score before halftime, giving Justin Herbert a chance to pull ahead, and after a huge 4th down conversion, Eckler easily gets into the end zone before halftime, putting the Chargers up 14-7. Mahomes knows he needs to play better and that a Super Bowl caliber team like the Chargers are going to capitalize on every mistake he makes. The Cardinals bounce back strong in the second half as Mahomes completes a 20-yard touchdown pass to his favorite target, George Kittle. He's got his man! Touchdown! George Kittle! Tie ball game! But the struggling Cardinals defense lets up a completion to Keenan Allen, which turned into another easy touchdown for Eckler, his 3rd of the day. Mahomes is clutch, though. He's got ice in his veins, and he's the best player in the NFL for a reason. So he converts a huge 3rd and 10 to Kittle to keep their drive alive until he falls short and fails to convert a 3rd down, and the Cardinals are forced to punt. So can the Cardinals defense, with all the studs that we've added since season 1, come up in the clutch? After allowing a big 1st down and going to the 2-minute warning, the Cardinals defense is able to come up with a huge stop, forcing a Chargers punt. The game is now in Mahomes' hands with only 25 seconds left and no timeout. This is where you give him all the money for a reason. Mahomes drops back. He's got to go deep here. He can't waste with short passes. He's got his man, and he's out of bounds to the 50-yard line. And after a few more attempts, tries the Hail Mary. Mahomes is going to toss it to the end zone. It's going to get all the way there. There's a flag on the play. Defensive pass interference. They get the ball at the 1-yard line with 1 second left. Can they score and tie it up? Mahomes, it's on you right now. He's got to find someone. He does. It's dropped. Even with the PI, Mahomes comes up short by a touchdown to the Chargers, which means I'm giving away a copy of Madden 24 Deluxe Edition to someone in the comments. And if you like this, I gold medaled every single mini game in Madden 24. Go check out that video. You're going to love it.